everybody, and welcome to video number 46 in my EFT series. And this video I decided to do about helping us with opening up to our creativity. So I haven't done a video for a while, but now that we are coming out of the pandemic and things are opening up, I thought, why not help us with opening up to our creativity, because some of us might have, to help us to enjoy doing what perhaps we stopped enjoying doing during the pandemic. So before I start, I would ask you to take responsibility for your own well-being, and if you decide to tap along, if you wash your hands. Okay, so every one of us is creative. We all have the creative powers within us, but very often we stop and we don't want to do things that we enjoy for various reasons. And now the reasons, there could be loads of reasons, and very often it is something we were told where we were very small. So something that, for example, teachers said to put us down. For example, my teacher used to say to my mom, "Oh, she's not good at art, she's rubbish." So that made me feel really upset, and that stopped me from wanting to do any creative activities, because I always would say, "Oh, I'm not good enough. What's the point of me doing anything?" And I kind of never was exploring that any further. Yet nowadays I found that I can actually be creative, and I don't care if it's not good enough. I do it for me. So this video is about helping us to connect to ourselves, to our creative powers, and do it for fun. So what I will ask you to do is, if you can get pen and paper, you can stop the video now and kind of think what it is you would like to do more. What is it you enjoy doing? It could be writing, it could be painting, it could be anything. It could be anything you enjoy doing which is creative. And think what it is and write it down in the bottom of a sheet of paper. So this is what I did myself. I like to write and draw and film stories for children. So in the middle I've written writing, drawing and filming EFT stories for children. So this is the activity that I myself would like to focus on. So whatever it is for you, just write it down. And then think of all the reasons why you are not doing it. What is stopping you from doing the activity that you love doing? So for me, I did say, I'm not a writer. I make grammar mistakes. I'm not an artist. I just cannot draw. Then I said, well, nobody will want to read it, I'm not good at marketing, because I'm thinking, well, I'd like to perhaps get these books, these stories published and do a bit more with them than just write them. So I said, I'm not good at marketing. I was thinking, I'll never get a publishing deal. I said, I'm shy. I do not like to put myself forward. And I think, it will attract a lot of criticism. Yeah. And then I say, well, I've got no time. I've got no energy. So if you think of all your reasons, then what we can do during the tapping, we can focus, tune in to all of these reasons. So ready? As I said, once you've got all these reasons written down, why you are not doing the creative activity that you love doing, then we'll focus, we'll tune to all these reasons, have them in front of you like I've done it, focus on them, and let's start tapping. So even though I'm not a good, and then you say whatever it is, I will say even though I'm not a good writer, and I have all these reasons I cannot do it, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I've got all these excuses and they make me feel so frustrated that I cannot do it, I love and accept myself anyway. All these excuses keep me safe, keep me small, but I love and accept myself anyway. Okay, so let's continue tuning in to all these excuses. All these excuses, they keep me small. All these excuses, I cannot focus on writing because of all these excuses. These excuses keep me small. I cannot write. I cannot draw. And I don't want to put myself forward. Nobody will read my stories. I will never get a publishing deal. But I wonder if I can let go of all these excuses. Just letting go of all these excuses. I wonder if I could just do all of this for me and for the fun of it. Okay, so put your hands on your heart center and tune in to all these excuses. I mean, what happened? Were you prepared to let go and to start shifting some of these excuses? So continue tapping if that helped, if it helped to reduce the intensity of this frustration, whatever it is for you, that, why you can't do whatever it is you enjoy doing creatively. Okay, so the next thing what we'll do is we'll focus on who made you feel bad about it, either intentionally or unintentionally. So in the center of it, if you write down who made you feel about it. And as I said, it could have been intentionally or unintentionally. So it could have been that your sibling has outshined you, or and as I said, it's, our parents, our teachers, they will tell us things which will hurt us, which will not help us do what we enjoy doing. So it could be a parent, uncle, aunt, it could be a grandparent, sibling, it could be a friend, a coach, it could be a partner, it could be a work colleague, it could be a teacher, or it could even be a sales assistant. So you're trying something on and you really like it, and the sales assistant says, I think it's perhaps a bit too short on you, or whichever, just tune in about who made you feel about it. So when I think about my own life, then there was this teacher who would say to my mum, she's not good at art. And I started thinking, oh, well, what can I do? And even nowadays, I write, when I write, I've already written, this what I'm trying to focus on, which is doing my EFT children's stories. I've already had a lot of criticism. So, for example, from family and friends say, so, well, you're not looking well at the camera, it's a bit boring. Or, I've been criticized for the clothes I wear, and all these things which kind of make me think, well, actually that, I don't know if I want to continue. So just tune in to whatever it is, to that one particular time and space when, someone said something which has upset you. Let's tune into that and let's step on that. So, even though I felt very hurt when the teacher told my mom that my art is not good enough, that I'm just clumsy and not good at it, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though the teacher said to my mom I was not good at art, and that hurt, and especially my mom and dad, for me it was important to do well, and I wasn't doing well. I love and accept myself anyway. So even though the teacher said to my mom I was not good at art, and for me achievement equaled laugh, I believed I would not be laughed. So it hurt, it really hurt. I love and accept myself anyway. Okay, so let's continue tapping. I felt like my work was not good enough. My feelings were hurt. No wonder I stopped doing it. It really hurt that time the teacher told Mom my art was rubbish. All the pain I felt in my solar plexus and in my heart. But I'm now prepared to let go. That time the teacher said my art was rubbish when I was a kid. It's over now. I have been holding on to this pain in my solar plexus. I've been holding on to this pain in my heart. I had no idea it would hurt me so much. I wonder if I could forgive my teacher, and if I could forgive my parents, if I could forgive me. I wonder if I could draw a line under this. I wonder if I could let go of all this pain I've been holding on to. Letting go of pain in my solar plexus. Letting go of pain in my heart. It is over now. I do not have to hold on to this anymore. It was just a moment in time when I was hurt. I'm letting go of that time when the teacher said I was not good enough in art. Letting go of all this hurt. Letting go of all this pain. I allow myself to enjoy my creativity. I can do it for me and just enjoy it and have fun. Okay, so again, tune in to all that pain, to all that hurt. How does that feel for you? And what you could also do is that you could go back into the memory of the time when you were told, whoever put you down, and just go back to your younger self, go to that time, and ask your younger self if they need anybody there to support them, to be with them. And it could be you. It could be you as your older self. And ask, what does your younger self need? And you can come to your younger self and you can give yourself a hug and say you love your younger self. Is there any color that would help? Because what we are doing is we are changing the beliefs about us as we are tapping along. So the belief, I'm not good enough, we are re-imprinting it now with the belief, I'm good enough and I can enjoy and love doing what I love doing. And there was one thing I did this year, I did this Happy New Year poster, and I like there is this door, and I'm imagining myself stepping into this door, and I see myself in the future, and in that future I am enjoying doing what I love doing, and also I can see myself as an audience of children who I read this to. I go and see children in schools, in libraries, and all that, because that is something I would like to do, So, or even I see myself that this, one day it will be a book, and I'm looking for somebody to draw some pictures for it, but then I say to myself, well, I could draw. I mean, maybe I'm not an excellent artist, but if I do something simple, maybe I could draw pictures with it as well. So I'm still wondering whether I could do it or not, but that, doesn't matter. Whatever I decide, I'm imagining myself in that future, and you can do that too. So one thing about us starting to work on it is to kind of commit, give a commitment that you will be doing it, because I used to do this a lot in the past. So in the past I would just kind of read about things and how to do it, self-help books and things like that, but I was just reading about it. Often there would be things for me to write down my progress, and I never kind of bother doing it too much. But now what I have done is that I have done a commitment. I've written down on a piece of paper how many times a week I'm going to do this activity. So I said 3. What days? I put Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. What time? I said 11 a.m. For how long? For 30 minutes. And then I did make this statement. I said I commit to writing my stories on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday for 30 minutes at 11 a.m. And you would not believe how much, how much difference that makes, that commitment, when you commit to, when you write it down and when you say it out several times a day. And when you look as well, when you look at these written commitments, I couldn't believe how much that made a difference. And if it's just for 1 week, even if you start on that, that doesn't matter. So if there is some resistance to you doing it, to you writing it down and starting on it, then you can tap on that. You say, even though I've got this resistance to starting me off on my activity, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I've got all this resistance and I feel it in my shoulders, I don't really want to start. I don't know how to start. I love and accept myself anyway. Even though there is this resistance to me writing and drawing, I love and accept myself anyway. So all this resistance to writing down my plan of action. But what if I could write it down? I've got nothing to lose. I could just try for 1 week. I've got nothing to lose. Letting go of all this resistance. Tuning in to my creative powers. Just 30 minutes, 3 times per week. That's a good start. Just this next week. Letting go of all this resistance. I write my plan of action. Okay, so tune in and see, how does that make you feel? Do you feel perhaps a bit more energy, a bit more enthusiasm about, doing your plan of action? Try it, have a go. I mean, like, even for me, when I if there was something which came in, something urgent which came in for me during the time which I allocated to writing my stories, I would find another time to do that instead. And it was only half an hour, so it was 1.5 hours per week. So it's not actually that much. And as I said, you can always tweak it, you can always make a new plan, as I said, and it's only for just 1 week. And try it, and, I wish you a lot of fun and, tuning into your creativity, because, I believe we all love it. You've got a class of kids and a class of students, and if there was some creative activity, all the kids would be going, yeah, let's have a go. But if you kind of offer that same creative activity to a class of adults, well, I don't think they would be so interested. So let's connect to that power which is, which we had as children and which we sadly lost a little bit over time, because creativity is great and it helps to connect more to ourselves, and it helps to spread the world with other people, to help other people as well. So enjoy the tapping, and I hope that this video has helped you to tune in more to your creativity, and that you'll be able to do more of that. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to see you during my next video. Bye for now.